Welcome to another ElderWatch mini-series. My name is Jessica Zawadsky, and I am the Program Specialist for ElderWatch Colorado. If it's feeling tougher than ever to meet all of your financial obligations, you're not alone. And so, as a result, we have this series called Hidden Savings to help you see whether there are any programs, opportunities, tax credits, rebates, etc., that might make stretching your budget just a little bit easier. And today we're going to talk about the Senior Property Tax Exemption. The Senior Property Tax Exemption is part of our Hidden Savings series because it reduces the property value that you are being taxed on before your taxes are calculated. As a result, because taxes are then applied to a smaller taxable amount, you're likely to owe less in property taxes. Specifically, according to the Colorado Department of Local Affairs, Colorado offers a property tax exemption for seniors 65 and up who have owned and occupied their primary residence for at least 10 consecutive years prior to January 1st of the application year. The program exempts up to 50% of the first $200,000 of actual value of the home from taxation. Though they sound similar, this program is not the same as the Senior Property Tax Deferral program. Let's look at some of the differences on the next slide and keep in mind that you may qualify for both. One of the biggest differences between deferrals and exemptions is that one of them has to be paid back and the other does not. The Senior Property Tax Deferral program allows taxpayers to postpone paying a portion of property taxes until a later date. It provides an interest-bearing loan that must be repaid once a homeowner sells their home or leaves the property. On the other hand, the Senior Property Tax Exemption is neither a loan nor a deferral. This program allows taxpayers to eliminate some of their taxes by reducing the taxable value of their primary residence. So one of them postpones when you have to pay those taxes. One of them means you might have to pay less in taxes. To qualify for this exemption, it first has to be funded for the year in which you're applying. Other than that, the eligibility requirements are that you are 65 or older on January 1st of the year in which you apply. You or your spouse are the property owner on record and have owned the property for at least 10 consecutive years prior to January 1st. You occupy the residence as your primary residence and have done so for at least 10 consecutive years. And you may also be eligible for this if you are the surviving spouse of someone who previously qualified for this program and hasn't remarried. If you're going to apply for this program, there is a specific window that you have to apply within. And at the time of this recording, that window is from January 1st to July 15th. When you apply, you will complete either the short form or the long form. The short form is intended for applicants who do not have any legally allowed exceptions to their ownership and occupancy. The long form is intended for applicants that do have a legally allowed exception to their ownership or occupancy, or for surviving spouse applications. The links to both of these forms, as well as instructions that will help you complete these forms, will be listed in the description of this video. Once you have completed the necessary form, you'll need to submit it to the county assessor via mail, fax, or in person. And you can find your county assessor, your local county assessor, via the link on this page, but I'll also link the website to find them at in the description of this video. And that's a wrap for today. I hope that learning a little bit more about the Senior Property Tax Exemption has been helpful. And though not everyone qualifies for this program, if you do qualify, it can definitely be a great hidden saving. My name is Jessica Zawadsky. For all of us at ElderWatch, thank you so much for joining, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.